Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. Today in this video I am going to discuss about star trails photography by using a smartphone. Yes, in this video I am going to cover up almost every detail regarding this topic, and I hope that after watching this video all your doubts regarding star trails by using smartphone will get cleared up. So make sure you watch the whole video and don't skip it up to end. At the end, if you like this video, then please like and share it and subscribe to the channel for more updates on smartphone astrophotography, astronomy and other science related topics. Let's begin then. So before going to the technical part of creating star trails by using smartphone, let's first understand what are star trails and how they are formed with the help of this short video.
A star trail is a long exposure photograph that shows the movement of stars in the night sky. The stars appear to move in the sky, but it is actually the rotation of the Earth that causes the perceived movement. Star trails reflect Earth's rotation, or spin, around its axis. The Earth makes a complete rotation relative to the backdrop stars in a period of about 23 hours and 56 minutes. So, as seen from Earth, all the stars go full circle and return to the same place in the sky after this period of time, which astronomers call a sidereal day, a revolution with respect to the stars. Earth's spin makes star trails. The stars, like the sun during the daytime, move from east to west across the sky every night. Stars near the celestial poles produce the smallest circles, while those near the celestial equator produce the largest. The star trails are created by merging the multiple exposure images of a particular part of the sky in the application or software to create the final output in the form of star trails. So this was all about star trails.
So I hope after watching this video that you are now clear regarding what are star trails and how they are formed. So let's move on to the first part, that is capturing multiple images by using your smartphone. As mentioned in the earlier video, that star trails are a result of multiple images that are merged together in an application or software to create the final output in the form of star trail. Let's first understand how we can capture these multiple images by using our smartphone. There are two main methods by which we can do this. First is by using the time burst mode, which is an inbuilt mode in the camera option of the smartphone only, and second is by using the Intervalometer app. First is the time burst mode. The time burst mode is an inbuilt mode in the camera option which allows you to capture the multiple images, where you have to enter the number of frames which you want to capture and the time interval between them. Once you have tapped on the shutter button, it will start capturing the images and it won't stop until it has reached the final image. Let's say if you have selected 50 or 60 images, then as soon as you click on the shutter button, the phone will start capturing the images and it will not stop until it has reached the 50th or the 60th image. The same task is done by the Intervalometer app, because time burst mode is not available in every phones. For example, I am using Poco X3, so my phone has this feature, and Redmi series like Redmi 10 series has this feature of time burst mode. I don't know about the other phones, but yes, Redmi 10 series and Poco X3 has this feature. So if you are using any one of these phones, then you can use the time burst mode and you don't need any application like Intervalometer app. The Intervalometer app is available on the Play Store, but I think it is a paid app. So if you are able to arrange for the payment, then you can buy this app from the Play Store, or you can search for the mode APK. Okay, so Intervalometer app is also doing the same task as the time burst mode. There also you have to set the number of images you want to capture, and you have to configure the settings which are given in the Intervalometer app such that the icon of that shutter button gets arranged perfectly on the camera shutter button of your phone. So after downloading or after opening the Intervalometer app, you have to configure some settings, and after that you can start capturing the multiple images. Okay, so I am showing the time burst mode here so that you will get a clear idea that how we have to use them.
So this is the inbuilt time burst mode in my phone's camera as one of the feature. You can see that it allows me to set the number of images that I want to capture and also the time interval between them. It is also available in the Pro mode, and hence by using it I can capture multiple images for star trails. So as soon as I click on the shutter button, it will start capturing the images, and you can see the number also at the top that how many images are captured depending upon the Pro mode settings. So this is how time burst mode works.
So friends, this was all about multiple exposure images, that is capturing them by using smartphone, by using time burst mode or the intervalometer app, whichever one is suitable for you. So let's move on to the second part, that is the Pro mode settings for capturing these multiple images from rural skies and city skies. As I know that I have been doing this smartphone astrophotography since 1.5 years, and I have observed some things in rural skies as well as city skies. Rural skies, let's say about class 3 or class 4 skies, have fog in winter season as compared to other season. So if you are planning to capture star trails from a rural area, or if you are living in a rural area and then you are planning to capture star trails, then you must know that at what time the fog is not there, and if the fog is there, then you have to wait until it gets removed from the sky. So you can start after 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. to capture the star trails, because after evening, let's say in the time duration of 7 to 8 o'clock, there will be a little fog in the sky. So you can plan after that. But if you have some place like a river bend or some other place where the trees are not much but the ground is clear, then you can plan to capture multiple images from that area. That will be suitable. For rural skies, I prefer settings in the range of shutter speed should be in the range of 20 to 25 seconds, and the ISO should be in the range of 2000 to 3200 or beyond that, depending upon the sky conditions. Okay, so you cannot use shutter speed in the range of 30 seconds, because earlier when I was new to this field, I was using it 30 seconds from my village only. But then I noticed that there are little trails in the final image, so I reduced the shutter speed to 25 seconds and I increased ISO a bit by few numbers, and I got some good images. So you cannot use 30 or 32 second shutter speed. But yes, if you are shooting in the raw format, then you can use 30 to 32 second shutter speed from rural sky. That I have done that. Trails are not found in that raw image, but as compared to raw image, JPEG image will have little trails of shot if you are using the 30 or 32 second shutter speed. So I will recommend shutter speed from rural skies in the range of 20 to 25 seconds and ISO in the range of 2000 to 3200 or beyond, depending upon the sky condition and your choice. Now let's see the Pro mode settings for city skies. City skies have much light pollution as compared to the rural skies, as you all know, because of the street lights and and also the pollution by vehicles also. You will also find a layer of fog in city skies also. But if you are living in an apartment, then you can go to the topmost floor or the terrace, where you will find fine and dark skies. I will show you some of the images which I have captured from class 5 skies, which are very good as compared to other images from class 5 skies, because a few days back the sky was very clear and I was able to capture these images. So I will show these images of mine at the end. But for city skies, let's say class 5 skies, I will like to recommend the shutter speed in the range of 8 to 15 seconds or even 20 seconds, because I have used 20 second shutter speed from class 5 skies because the skies were very fine and dark 3 days back. But I generally prefer it in the range of 8 seconds to 15 seconds. For ISO, I will like to recommend that you can use the ISO in the range of 800 to 1600 or beyond that if the skies are very clear. So this was all about the Pro mode settings from rural skies as well as city skies. So I hope that you are clear regarding the Pro mode settings. Let's move on to the next topic, that is the time duration as well as the number of multiple images which are required to capture for a good star trail image. See friends, time interval, time duration is very important for capturing the multiple images, because a minimum of 1 hour duration or more than that will give you a good star trail image as compared to a less time duration. That you know that higher will be the time duration for capturing the multiple images, more long will be the trails in the final output image. So I will recommend that at least you can capture the multiple images for about 1 hour or more than that if you have more time, but at least you can capture for 1 hour so that your final output image will be good as compared to other images. Okay, so you can calculate the number of images for that time duration for which you want to capture the multiple images by you calculating the shutter speed and the time interval between two images. For example, if you have set the shutter speed to be 25 seconds and the time interval between two images to be 5 seconds, then you can get an idea that yes, in 1 minute 2 images will get clicked. So for 1 hour, that is 60 minutes, 120 images are required. So you can set the number of images depending upon the shutter speed, and you can do the calculation so on for capturing the multiple images in a given time duration. Okay, so this was about multiple images, the number of multiple images and the time duration that is required to capture them. Make sure your phone is arranged on the tripod when you are capturing these multiple images for a long time duration, or it is kept on a steady object. Otherwise, if the phone is moved or the focus is changed in between, then at the final image you will see some cuts in the starters because of the change in position and change in focus of the phone. So make sure your phone is arranged on a tripod or on a steady state before capturing the multiple images. One more tip which I want to share with you is, you must take some trial shots before starting to capture the actual images. See friends, even if you are under rural skies or city skies, it will not matter. You must take some trial shots before starting to capture the actual images, because you will get acquainted with the sky conditions and you will know that yes, these are the best settings depending upon the sky condition. So after you have known that yes, these are the good settings for a good image, then you can start capturing the actual images. So capturing the trial shots is must even if you are under city skies or rural skies. So let's move on to the final part, that is the applications and softwares that are used for creating star trails from multiple images. Applications, there are two applications. First is the Star Trails app and the second is the Light Trails app. Both the applications are available on the Play Store, and I have shared for both the applications in the description below from where you can download it. For softwares, there are two softwares, StarStax and Star Trails. I have also shared the link for both the softwares in the description below from where you can download them. So friends, before going to the final part of this video, I am sharing some of the images of star trails that are captured by my friends or the people I am connected through Instagram. I have mentioned their Instagram IDs on the individual image. If you like their work, then you can follow them on Instagram, and I would like to thank all of them for sharing their images and allowing me to use their images in this video. So after watching these images, I hope that you are now clear that star trails can be created by using smartphone, and if you work with proper settings and proper time duration, we can get a good and a perfect star trail image at the end after merging all these multiple images in the softwares or the application. So let's move on to the applications that are used for creating star trails. As I mentioned that star trails and light trails are the application, and both these applications are doing the same task. First is I am showing the screen recording of star trails and then light trails, that how you have to work after opening the app. All you have to do is select the folder or the file where you have stored your multiple images, and after the loading of these images get complete, the star trails or the light trails app will work itself, and it will take some time to create the star trail image out of the multiple images. For example, if you have selected 50 or 60 images for the application, then it will take few seconds to render all these images and merge them to create the final output image, and then the final output image will get stored in the gallery. Here also star trails and light trails are allowing you to go for two different modes. First is the gap filling mode and second is the comet filling mode. Gap filling mode will try to fill up the gap in between the stars, and it will be like a simple line, but comet filling mode is very good and it will appear like a comet or something like meteor, which I will show you in the screen recording. So this was about the star trails app, and now I am showing the screen recording for light trails app. So after watching this screen recording of both the applications, I hope that you are now clear regarding how we have to deal with the applications for creating the star trails. Let's move on to the softwares that are used for creating star trails. As I mentioned earlier, that StarStax and Star Trails are two softwares, and here also I am sharing the screen recording of my laptop of both the softwares, so that you will get an idea that how we have to import the images and how we have to select these images and start processing to get a good star trail image. Here also in StarStax app, you can select the gap filling mode or the comet filling mode, and in Star Trails app also. But I mostly prefer the StarStax app, and I have been using this application software since long, and it has helped me a lot to create a good star image. Because in StarStax app you can manually change the number of images out of all the images which we have selected, and it is a good software, and I will personally recommend that you must go with StarStax app, StarStax software, and it is very helpful. So make sure you watch the whole screen recording. So friends, first we will see about the StarStax software. So here I have opened the software now, and then you have to import the images by selecting the first option on the left side. So here I have selected total 81 images in all, and also after importing the images you can manually deselect the image by unchecking it. Then you have to look on the right side to choose the blending mode. Generally gap filling mode and comet mode are suitable for star trails, and first I am choosing the gap filling mode here. Also you can choose the background type, whether light or dark background. Then you have to select the fourth option from left side, which will start processing the images. So you can see here that the StarStax software has started the processing of images, and star trails have started to form. So after a few time the final star trail image will be available to us, and we can save it wherever it want. Okay, so after a few time, as you can see here on the screen, that the final star trail image is available to us, and then we can save it wherever we want. So friends, now I am choosing the comet mode here for star trails, and you can also choose in between long trails and short trails after selecting the comet mode. So as soon as I click on the fourth option to start processing the image, the software will start processing the image in the form of comet mode, and after some time the final image will be available to us. So as you can see here on the screen, that after merging all the images, that is merging 81 images, the final image is available to us, and we can store it wherever we want. Okay, so this is how the StarStax software works. The same is the case with the Star Trails software. So now I am showing the screen recording of the Star Trails software. So here I have opened the software. Then after opening, you have to import the images as I am showing here. And after importing the images, we have to select for the average foreground option. This option is very helpful to average the foreground depending upon the number of images which you select. So here I am choosing this number of images for averaging the foreground, and then you have to click on the processing option, which will allow you to choose either the gap filling mode or the comet mode, as same as the StarStax software. So after selecting any one mode, you have to click on OK, and then the Star Trails software will start processing the images, and it will start creating the star trails as shown here on the screen. Okay, so after some time the final image will be available to us, and then we can save it wherever we want. So friends, this is all about the StarStax and Star Trails software, and I hope that you are now clear that how we have to work with the softwares for creating the star trail. So friends, this was all about creating star trails by using smartphone, and I hope that you are now clear regarding every single detail, that is multiple exposure images, time duration and the number of images required to create a good star trail image, the pro mode settings for rural skies and city skies for these images, and every other details like applications and softwares for creating star trails from multiple images. So if you find this video helpful to you, then please like and share it and subscribe to my channel for more updates on smartphone astrophotography. Now I am sharing some of the images of my phone that I have captured from class 5 skies and rural skies, that is class 3/4 skies, so that you can get an idea that yes, by using the perfect settings and time duration and the applications and software, we can get a good star trail image. And if you like those images, here is my Instagram ID, and as well as I have shared my Instagram ID in the description below. You can connect to me on Instagram and you can personally ask for any doubts, and if you still have any doubts, then you can ask in the comment section below. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more updates.